Amen. So Cory in the house, right? It wasn't the poll I held where y'all originally thought I was gonna review Drake and Josh for a second. But then I bamboozled you with a second poll against it. You can engage in polls like this as well if you're following my Twitter. It's the link right next to my review like Patreon. That doesn't exist. Let's face it, my content is kinda trash, and no one would pay me money to see me do it faster than a monthly basis. Cory ultimately came out on top though, more than likely for his meme status. So don't worry guys, a Drake and Josh review is likely to happen, but I might as well get the Disney sitcoms out the way first, considering that I have 2 down already. So what can be said about Cory in the House exactly? What makes it different from any other DCOM that we've seen throughout the years? And the answer is nothing really. Most of them were usually made in the same studio at the time, so the status quo was certainly there. However, this being Disney Channel's first spin-off series ever did bring some concern to the table. Was Kyle Massey able to bring the same energy that Raven fought for those years prior? Because Lord knows that Orlando Brown could have, among other things. The original plans during the time of decision making was to have another Raven show titled That's So Raven 2, where she attends college. But she wasn't feeling that at the time. Therefore, Kyle was next in line for the shine, with Rondell, his co-star on-screen father, by his side. There's no origins on whose idea it was for the show to be placed in the White House, but I'm assuming all the old heads in the office were just spitballing ideas until something sticked. But one concept that carried over from the original series is that Cory had a band once. Insert Can You Feel the Love music clip here. Basically, the series concept was made possible by taking more the fact that Victor, Cory's dad, was a master chef during the main series. So shifting that character dynamic into, let's say, the White House wouldn't have been a novel concept. And there you have it. Victor has a new job as the White House's head chef, and he decides to take Cory along with him, considering that Raven was on to bigger and better things, and his mom was just non-existent towards the end of the series, setting up for a January 12th, 2007 launch date of the series that will ironically take the internet by storm.
Ooh. Yeah! Yeah! What's up? Go, 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 go! Listen now. Here we go.
Alright bruh, now we're down to the nitty gritty. I'm not sure if any of you guys noticed, but this show is not taken seriously by anyone. And I mean, I get it, but just search Cory in the House review on YouTube real quick and you will see an onslaught of jokesters appear on your screen, with a majority uploading their videos on April 1st.
We got Cory in the house, Cory in the house. I'm your man.
Everyone is in on the meme, and I'm pretty sure that my comment section will look like that too before they even finish this video. It's a dreaded curse these 4 words possess. And now I have to take the responsibility by being the only real nigga to take this seriously. And I'm not against any of the memes at all. I just want to show you guys that a video like this can be done on the show. So let's talk about the characters. Meet Cory Baxter, the main nigga you'll see throughout the show. His traits include money, cash, shekels, greenbacks. This man is the biggest Jew of the series, and that's hilarious considering that this is on Disney Channel. And also because he's black. Basically his gimmick is just being this troublemaker up and down the presidential crib.
Step right up and get your Cory Baxter's official White House presidential water. Hydrate like a head of state. And now, ladies and gentlemen, as promised, has everybody paid up?
Cash money.
Yes. See, I have this bobblehead, right? And you know,
Cory, let me tell you a little story.
Will his get-rich-quick schemes actually work this time? Probably not, but he'll be damned if he didn't try. He's also pretty fucking terrible with first impressions of any kind. Just like me, his interactions with anyone makes him come off as a nigger. That word is bad, by the way, kids. Don't go saying that around church camp, alright? So let's now go ahead and introduce the saving grace to Cory's character, Victor Baxter, his daddy. Also, I feel the need to say this now since I didn't get the chance to in the That's So Raven review, but Victor is single-handedly the best DCOM father this channel has ever had. Robbie Ray is a close second, but I just honestly love everything his character does though. He's written to be a straight man during situations, but whenever his dad instincts kick in, it's quite the riot.
you really gotta stop living in the past, all right? Let it go.
Yeah, I know. I'm moving on.
Also, meet the side characters, Newt, the new bro, and Mina, the foreign girl. I don't like them very much, but Cory makes their characters bearable. That's all I have to say about them. And now for the moment we've all been waiting for. The President of the United States in this series is played by some guy. I mean, at the time that this show came out, it's not like I expected a Bush parody or anything like that, but I at least thought it would be somebody notable. Oh well, at least Disney was leaning in a progressive direction by giving us the first Mexican president, I suppose. But yeah, meet President Richard Martinez, the main man in charge. His character is written with somewhat competence, but he indeed often has his quirky moments.
The President of the United States. The President of the United States. The President of the United States. The President of the United States.
He's not depicted as a complete idiot in this series, like most leaders I see in children's shows, so he's alright in my book. But his daughter Sophie is what the show mainly thrives on. Like a good 75% of the show either has an episode dedicated to her or a side plot dedicated to her. And the other 25% she's absent due to child labor laws. Everyone knows her as America's Angel, but the show very much makes it known that that's far from the truth. She's a very annoying, needy kid in reality, and if she doesn't get what she wants, she will get what she wants.
By any means necessary.
I guess I just have something on my mind.
Oh, okay. Well,
I said I have something on my mind.
Okay. I like video games, basketball, playing the drums.
No, you like tea parties, dress up, and playing with my dollies.
And that pretty much makes up the entire crew. Well, there's his personal assistant character who's a bitch, but she doesn't add anything to the show, so I don't give a fuck. The president's wife is in one episode and never mentioned again. There's a guy literally named Stickler who's basically one of those top hacker man guys from 4chan that be finding the coordinates to track down shit, and a bunch of other reoccurring characters that I could give less of a shit about. But we all know who we care about the most, and that's all that matters. Episode structures to Cory in the House is as you would expect from a Disney Channel show. Cory accidentally prepares an explosive dessert for a presidential medal banquet for overly stressed people. Sophie wants to learn how to ride a bike. Cory gives Mina a little trinket as a gift, only to discover that the trinket he gave her brings bad luck to her country of Bahavia. Cory finds out a secret conspiracy that the president right-hand man Homura Akami is creating an alternative timeline where he saves his girlfriend Yamcha from the wrath of the Full Metal Alchemist. Guys, even though IMDb too? Anyway, these common wacky concepts of the show work so good in my opinion because, I mean, just look at the main character. He looks funny. I'm not sure if I'm being mean or the people who casted Cory in the first place is mean, but he's written in the show like they knew what they were doing. And I hope that Kyle was catching on to this too so he doesn't end up with any self-esteem issues. Oops. But basically what I'm saying is Cory looks pretty damn hilarious to be our main character. Everyone was used to the chubby black kid persona that he had in That's So Raven. That when he converted into the man that we knew today before our eyes, we couldn't help but laugh. Like, look at this nigga's head, for example. Several people pointed out in the show, and for very good reason. This nigga's edge up literally blends in with his skin. Like, you could tell that he got a fade, but where's the start and where's an end? He's better off bald. And his face, oh God, his face. Google search just the name, Cory Baxter, and tell me this ain't the most unintentionally funniest shit you've ever seen in your life, bruh. And don't get me started on Victor. I literally pissed my pants cackling when I saw the picture of him with hair. But back to what I was saying originally, Cory in the House's concept works so damn well to me because of moments like this.
I'm sorry. I thought I was smart, but ooh, I'm dumb. I'm on my way. Ooh, you do look good. Thank you, Dad. It's my opportunity suit. Opportunity suit.
Kyle's acting in general for this series works so well with the way he looks. that if the show was about anything else, he would have still made it work. That's why I like Cory in the House so much. Cory and his dad are some plain looking niggas, and he played to that. That's So Raven was funny and all, but it mainly revolved around her visions concept and her dressing up for several occasions. Cory in the House has none of that, and it remains as, if not, funnier than That's So Raven. You can argue that the show is more entertaining, but this show knocks comedy out of the park. And considering that we're following the perspective of an antagonistic character throughout all of this really says a lot. Like, you can hate Cory all you want. He didn't want to be liked in the first place because it's all about the money, man. It's all about the money. Cory in the House had his run of 2 seasons with 34 half-hour episodes, and it ended on September 12th, 2008. The same year Barack Obama was elected, coincidentally, and the series left behind a special with Raven returning, the damn juicer returning, an episode dedicated to just The Rock, and a sour taste in people's mouths. So yeah, apparently Disney didn't think that people were fucking with the show heavy enough to warrant a renewal, which is a damn shame because I was really looking forward to more of those licensed handheld games.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jenny. Am I allowed to talk about this one? Cause you cucked me pretty hard in the That's So Raven one.
Go ahead, you bear bitch.
Cory in the House. Yeah, that was a really good show. I remember watching it. I remember a lot of things. Some things I wish I could forget. I think Raven was on an episode and they did like a thing, and he had a band, and it was better than the other band, and they sung one song that I thought was actually pretty good. If it was on Spotify, I'd probably listen to it. It's on. Let's do a quick Google search. Cory in the House. Nope, it's not on Spotify. Sorry, kids. Make a Twitter poll for that. Yeah, it was all right. Do I like it more than That's So Raven? Probably not. Do I like it in general? Like is a strong word.
Cory in the House is one of those shows where you look at the title and picture without any context, and you'll automatically go, oh wow, this looks stupid. This show's probably horrible. When in reality, you can't really not defend that. But hey, the shit was funny though. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you this direct click from the show, featuring my boy, Bobby Says, to emphasize on the greatness that was Cory in the House. Enjoy. Oh my God. Hey man,